Good morning. I'm Charlene from the Churro store, and we have Michelle behind the camera again today.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for joining us. So on a little dreary morning, let's talk diamonds. So we thought, you know what's on trend right now? People are, getting engaged around this time of year. So I thought, let's do a segment on engagement rings. Not going to go into too much details like qualities or those things. We'll do those on a different day. I just want to show you what's on trend right now.
Brighten up this day with some bling.
Exactly. Yeah. So Michelle's going to take a brief look around, and I'm going to come to the front today. This should be a little bit funner and a little bit more personable.
And again, you're going to sense my frustration of not being able to see all the sparkle online, but these are absolutely it's a have to wear shades kind of day in Inglis Jewelers.
Definitely need to see in person.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that is not an option right now. Hopefully things will change very soon here, but we thought, let's take some of our beautiful products that we have here.
And you can take a closer look. Most of these, I think at least probably 75% of the ones we're going to show today are online.
Absolutely.
So you can take a closer look online before you come and maybe see them in person.
Absolutely, and for sure, for people who, maybe there's one that catches your eye today, this is not going to give you everything you need. I am willing to, just give me a shout. I'll send you more pictures. I'll send you a little video.
Yep. And
even if it means holding it on the curbside to see it blind you across the street. Let's make it happen. So,
all right.
I appreciate this a little trickier spine online. So we'll start kind of just in the back here. So this is a pear shape with a pear shape oval. Can you see that okay, Michelle? And this one happens to be in yellow gold.
Try it on.
And this is a beautiful oval.
Yes, I love this ring.
It is so pretty.
So a halo is basically defined as a ring that has a halo of diamonds around the center diamond.
Exactly. So you can get one halo, you can get multiple halos. We call them double halos. So this is a single one. So there's lots of variation of halos. That's why I have quite an arrangement here. Yeah. This one you'll see that the actual halo of diamonds is kind of flush with the top of the stone. Yeah. So it's actually accenting it, enhancing it, making the stone actually look bigger than it actually is.
It does, yeah.
Another fun one. This one is online. It doesn't look near as nice as it does in person.
It's true.
So for that person who wants a big look without a big price, this is where you want to be. So if you can notice in the center here, there's actually gold that's kind of cut, and it makes the center stone look bigger, and then it has a big diamond halo around it.
Yes.
So this is a great choice.
And now what's the cost of that?
I think it was $18.99. Yep. $18.99.
Yeah, so you get a big statement for not a big
Canadian
price
as well.
Perfect.
So you're getting lots of win-wins there. So this is what I'm saying about how not all of them are flush. If you can see the diamond's up higher on this one.
Yep.
So it kind of enhances it, but it's more about look at the diamond and then look at the halo. It's kind of like a double look at me.
Yep.
I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to go this one. This one's a square one. So, and this one's set in yellow gold. So same concept. This is just with a square stone to kind of show you the different shapes.
That's super pretty.
Now this is new on trend this year. It's a halo underneath the head of the stone.
Wow.
So it's actually a double halo underneath the head of the ring.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this one before.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
really pretty.
Nice.
So this is new right now on trend.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
And then the next.
So that adds some extra sparkle to the side.
It does,
it's
and
kind of in all
when
directions.
you're kind of looking down at it, looking down at your ring, you can see. And then this is another really popular. So this is called a hidden halo. Okay. So it's almost that the halo is kind of in behind the stone.
Yes, I'm going to tilt to see if we can get that. Yeah, you can kind of see it over on the side. There we go.
It's like a hidden halo, they call it. So it's really about accenting the stone, I find, so a little bit more.
And adding some sparkle. That's beautiful.
And then just another kind of pear shape here, and it's accented with some different cut diamonds. There's some little baguettes and round stones on the side. So what I'm noticing and what I'm seeing with the suppliers is stones that are shaped differently than rounds are really in right now.
That's what I was just going to ask you. That we have, a couple of pear shapes there and some ovals. So our round
ovals are very popular.
Yep.
But shapes seem to be huge right now. Baguettes on the sides, emerald cuts. They're really big and on trend right now.
Yeah.
Look, just because they're on trend doesn't mean it's for you. I'm just kind of exploring different options for you, because for me, I went with a Trinity, and you don't get any more traditional than that. So
Yep.
it's whatever you like. We're just kind of showing you some different
Just
options.
if
that
you
are
have a
available.
different style, there are rings available. It's not just
Exactly.
going to be a round brilliant cut for
Absolutely.
everything. Yeah.
I mean, round brilliants are usually the go-tos. They have a lot of facets, so they sparkle really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many different shapes and stuff. And who wants to be normal? You can get a nice solitaire, but put a really funky band with it or something.
Yes,
We'll talk about
exactly.
that in a minute.
Yeah. So these are some Trinities?
So back here, these ones are actually little sets that we had put together for you. Like we bought them as a set. So this is just like a little solitaire with a cute little diamond band. It has a little bit of a curve in it.
Yeah.
How cute is that? And these ones are all like around the $1,000 mark, and you get the whole set.
Oh, and
this
that's
one
a set
has
too.
little
That's
bezels
beautiful.
on the side. It's a little halo.
Yep.
It's super
So
cute.
it takes the stress of buying a band
Exactly.
out of the purchase. So you
yeah,
already
we
have
do,
the band.
Exactly. We do have sets here already, so you can buy it all at once.
Perfect.
This one is super pretty. We just got this one in. This is one of the ones I said that we got in last week.
Yeah.
A pair with two little rounds on the side. Like, how pretty is that?
You can tell the ones I haven't seen before because I'm just like, oh,
It's so pretty.
that's so pretty. That's
so nice
gorgeous.
with a little, just like, put a little diamond band underneath it.
Yes,
It's so
and
pretty.
delicate. So
Absolutely.
sweet and
So, and going with solitaires again,
Yep.
we have the emerald cut here, which is just a nice single stone, but has a different shape diamond in it.
yes. Again, I apologize, everybody. iPhones do not capture sparkle as well as you want them to, and that's an oval cut I'm going
This is
to
an
over here.
oval, a nice beautiful oval.
That's a beautiful shape.
Ovals are pretty popular right now. I'm not gonna lie.
They are.
And then these are just like another oval at the top. It's set
Yep.
in a rose gold simple band, and then you have a couple 1 carats. One is Canadian, one's not. 1 carat diamond solitaires.
That's your traditional.
Your traditional.
You can't go wrong with
you
it,
can-
really.
It really is a staple. You cannot go wrong with a solitaire.
Now, when it comes to color of gold, is rose gold on trend still?
Rose gold
Are
is
people
still
going
pretty
back
on
to
trend
traditional?
right now. Yep. I would say white's still, the lead in the race. Yellow gold is making a huge comeback. So really, I would say all of them are pretty on trend right now.
Yeah.
But with the rose gold, I find more so that people are getting an accent of rose gold
Okay.
opposed to having the whole rose gold. But to each their own. If
Yeah.
that's what you want, girl,
Fill your boots.
fill your boots. Make it happen.
All right. And we've got.
And then some traditional, like I said, I got a Trinity as an engagement ring. So this is a little emerald Trinity. How pretty is that?
That's so pretty.
Your very traditional 3-stone Trinity, in yellow gold.
I love this one. This one's
This
new
one
too, right?
is what I mean by accent of rose gold in it. You'll see the rose on the side here. So pretty.
That's
And
really
this
gorgeous.
one, what I love, like a lot of my friends are nurses or dental hygienists. This is a great one because it's so flush.
Yes.
There's no claws or anything. It's actually casted right into the gold, so there's nothing to catch on your gloves.
You can wear sweaters as well with
You
no
can
fear.
wear whatever you want.
These are absolutely beautiful. And that's I think becoming one of my new favorites in the store, that bottom one for sure. Do we want to talk about this?
I'll come
We're
back
gonna
to
wait
this
for that one? All right.
So these ones would be kind of like what you would say, your single solitaire, but maybe you want a little bit of a different band.
Yep.
So this is very on trend as well now, is a skinny diamond band.
Yes.
A solitaire with a really, really skinny diamond band. So it really kind of like makes your center stone pop.
Yes, for sure.
It's beautiful. And then, someone who wants something a little bit different. I mean, look at how elegant this one is. It has two-tone. It's yellow and white gold. But it's just it's so cute and different on the sides.
It's very, that's why it kind of
vintagey.
feels a bit vintage. I was
Yeah,
just going to say that.
And speaking of vintage, this is definitely like a vintage piece. Like, look at how... So that's actually just different. The gold is just shaped differently around the stone.
Yes.
And then it has definitely your diamond band on the side.
sides.
But yeah, it's just the way the gold is kind of cut and casted around the stone. And
So you can definitely show your personality with your engagement
Absolutely.
ring.
And then this has like tiny little bezels on the side. How cute is that? Like 3 little stones on each side.
Yep.
So cute.
That's
So cute.
so pretty.
In yellow, and that one's Canadian as well for the people who are looking to try to still stay with the Canadian stones.
Yes.
And then, I mean, you gotta show a whopper. This is our 2 carat that we have in stock right now. It's so pretty.
It's
you want to
so
put it
pretty.
on?
Yeah, you put that on. Yeah, it's always better on your finger.
Like, look at that pop.
That's absolutely beautiful. I'll take 3.
Yes. One for each ear and one for your finger.
Exactly.
Might as well.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
So with that being said, I brought up this band as well.
Yes.
So a lot of people, you know what? They're into their second marriage. They don't really want to get married. They want to show their significant other that they love them, and that is just kind of like a commitment ring.
Yep.
This is really popular. Something like this. This is actually is also Canadian. So every one of those all the center stones are Canadian.
Yep.
How beautiful is that?
That's just beautiful.
A nice wide diamond band, just to say I love you. Hey, how about buy it for yourself and say I love me?
Exactly.
It's absolutely beautiful.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
So a lot of people will come in, they just want a nice wide band where they can kind of get their band and their engagement ring all in one.
Yes.
Nice wide band.
Yeah.
So I have a couple bands here. So I'm just going to show you kind of what's on trend. So for example, we'll get this 2 carat. Sorry, Michelle.
It's okay.
All over the place now. So they'll get like something with a nice wide band, and they'll put a skinny little diamond band with it.
Which looks beautiful.
Right? It's so pretty. Just kind of complements the center stone. It's just a nice skinny diamond band.
Yep.
Where also is on trend right now is the complete opposite. You'll get like a skinny band one, like a 2 millimeter band.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a rose gold band here, but they'll put a nice wide band with it.
Okay.
So just the opposite. I find with the trends right now that's something that's very popular.
Yep.
And how about you have a solitaire at home and it has a little bit of a twist in it, and you can't find something to go around it. So you can't go with a straight band. You'll get something with a curve.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful.
So you get a little bit of curve, so it kind of like hugs up against your center stone.
Yep.
Some of them, this one would lay flat against one, but there is other ones that, your head makes it so that the band won't fit flush against it.
Yep.
This is a great alternative.
Yeah.
And another thing I find that's super on trend, I'll go to a white gold one. Maybe, because I always kind of steer guys, if they have no idea, to a simple solitaire, because we always switch out the band. If it's something you're not comfortable with, you don't like the band, that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then put like a vintage.
A
vintage band with it. Like,
yes.
To, be kind of towards your style and how you want it to be.
Yeah, it completely changes the look of the ring.
Completely changes the look of the ring. Yeah. And if you notice, I have 2 bands on either side. Girls, whatever you tell me, that's what we'll go with. If you want 2 diamond bands on either side, that's another huge trend right now. Like, these are 2 different kinds of vintage bands. Yep. There is no fashion faux pas when it comes to that stuff.
That looks absolutely gorgeous.
It's so pretty. So there's lots of different options for bands to go with it as well. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's much easier, obviously, if you're on either side of the camera. You come up with a couple girlfriends and we play in diamonds for an hour.
Yeah.
So I just want to kind of give you...
We'll get back there eventually.
My 2 cents on how this works and how, I will help you whatever way. If it means sending you numerous emails and pictures and videos.
Exactly. And like you said, we can take a ring out onto the front step if you want to see it in person. And they honestly look beautiful in natural daylight. So.
The sun actually, it just screams. And another great place is like when you're grocery shopping at Sobeys or whatever. I'm always noticing people's rings when they're standing in line at Sobeys, and I'm like, wow, your ring is just blinding. It's beautiful.
Now I'm gonna put you on the spot. Which is your favorite of these?
So I am a fan of this one. I want this as a right hand ring, but
Troy.
But honestly, I have to lean towards this one right now. Yeah. I just think it's so elegant.
The little pear shape.
Yeah, and just put a little diamond band. I mean, hey, some girl might want to call and just buy it for themselves today. But see how it doesn't fit naturally up against it? Yes. So there would be probably a matching band to go with this, and it would do that little bit of a curve.
Yeah.
That's where you would bring one of these. Where did it go? In yellow. Well, obviously not in yellow, but in white. Like, see how it kind of fits up against it?
That looks gorgeous.
It's so pretty. Yeah. So I don't know. This is kind of my fave right now. But honestly, I would pick my own engagement. I've been here for 12 years now, and I would pick my Trinity every time. So it's you know when you know.
And right? That's the thing. It's something that you're going to wear for a long time. You want it to be your style. You want it to be something that you feel comfortable with.
Absolutely.
But we also do trade-ins as well.
Trade-ins, yep. So that's definitely a conversation that we can have with you. If it's bought here, if it's bought somewhere else, we definitely can do that for you as well.
Yep.
But yeah, there's so many options when it comes to it. And think about it, guys. If you spend, let's just say the average diamond that's sold right now, not to scare people off, but people will come and say, like, what is there? Because they have no idea. It's like, how much is a card? Until you get there, you're not sure. The average person is buying a 1 carat, or I would say around $6,000 is what the average person is spending on an engagement ring today. With COVID, that's definitely probably going to change, but not to deter people. If you only $1,000, everything is relevant, right?
And we have rings probably from a couple of hundred for a little tiny sweet diamond up to thousands upon thousands.
Yeah. So it's what's important to you, and if $500 is your budget because you just bought a new house, let's make that $500 say have a statement piece, and she's gonna love it. And honestly, people just ask me that, so I thought I'd give you that information.
Wonderful.
Whatever works best for you.
Yeah. So we'll go take another swoop through these.
I know it's not super nice.
It's okay.
Kind of made a little bit of a mess.
But these are just a sample. And like I said before, a good chunk of them are available to take a peek at online. So you'll see a better non-iPhone version of the ring, as well as some pricing information and that kind of thing. But if you want any more information about any of these rings, just give us a call. Pop into Riverview. Riverview's got a great selection of engagement rings as well. Paula is there in New Glasgow. Lee is there in Sydney. Charlene's here in Truro. Exactly. So we're still doing business with our doors locked. But
we are, and hopefully it'll change soon. And every store has a little bit something different.
Yes.
So the managers have a hand in what we purchase. So just because I have, that sweet little ring I love right now. I mean, obviously I love it, so I ordered it. And I think I can sell it. But Paula might have picked some other styles. So we work with each other all the time. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, we pull from all the stores and we'll pull pictures and send them your way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But thank you so much, guys. This is a super fun segment. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get engaged in this crazy world. It brings some brightness to the.
I say that if you make it through lockdown with the one you love, you could probably make it through a few decades of marriage.
Might as well put a ring on it.
Exactly. So we will be back next Tuesday and Thursday because as far as we know, our doors will still be closed. So we don't know what we're talking about yet, but look for our post probably on Monday about what our topics will be next week. Great. Thanks, Shar.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.